There was once a raven who lived near a small stream where she drank every day. She stood on the bank and dipped her beak into the cool, sweet water. Sometimes she would slip off her perch, fall in, and get wet and bruised. She hated that. One day, in an extraordinarily intemperate mood, she fell in for what she decided was the last time. She had heard other animals talk about how the stream grew as it went down the mountain, and as it grew, it slowed. Well, that sounded good to her. She headed for where the water was kinder. She followed the stream down the mountain. When she stopped to drink, she found that it was easier and safer. What a great discovery! She was so excited that she decided to go further and see if it got even better. She flew downstream. Eventually, the stream turned into a river, which was much bigger and flowed much slower. She took a drink and noticed that the water was not quite as sweet as her water back home. No matter. What was important was that her life was easier and less painful. She decided to go further. She flew for miles and miles. The river widened and meandered. She flew further. Finally, she raised her eyes, and before her was the most enormous, endless body of water she had ever seen. Never had she imagined that there could be such a huge, endless place on earth. She sat and watched the waves crash on the rocks and sands of the shore. She sat for such a long time that her breath synchronized with the waves. She instinctively knew that she could not drink the water, and she knew that she had to go home. She flew up and up and up. The river straightened out and gained speed. Tasting the water periodically, she smiled because it was progressively sweeter. She stopped when she was exactly where she had started. Landing on a small rock at the edge of her stream, she leaned over carefully and took a drink. She knew she was where she belonged. Having seen the ocean changed nothing, and everything.